All right, welcome to CanHammer, everybody, and Happy New Year. For our first game on the channel after New Year's, we have ETC practice. This week we have 4 games in 4 nights. Yes, my wife is away. And to kick it all off, we have Steve, our, basically the only Sisters player in, Eastern Ontario.
Apparently there is more because somebody keeps stealing all the stuff that's on eBay from me.
Oh, okay, but we've never seen them before.
No.
As far as we know, Steve is the only Sisters player and have been playing Sisters religiously and faithfully, if you like that pun,
years.
for a very long time, through the good time and the bad. Were there any good times? I don't know. Through all of the times.
The CODEX was pretty good.
Yeah. So now he is 4 games into the new CODEX, and we're going to see what's up. I think we played not too long ago, Steve. Maybe
last year about the same time though.
Yeah. And
got my ass handed to me.
Yeah, but you had the weird version of the Sisters CODEX back then, or the Index, and so now you're playing with the real stuff, so let's see what happens. So we are playing ETC practice, of course, in preparation for CanHammer Team Tournament. I'm not playing in a tournament, so I'm just helping people practice. So Steve asked for a hard list. I don't have any hard lists, so I'm just playing Nick Nanavati's Iron Hands list, which is an ITC list, with a fairly randomly constructed deck, and we'll see how it does. We'll see. Even a non-optimized deck can still do well when you have just so many rules. So we'll see how it goes, because Steve has almost an equal number of rules, and so we'll see how it goes. We're going to come back with the army lists and the mission coming up. All right, here is my list for tonight. Never mind all the proxying. I'm just trying to provide competitive lists that my opponents want to practice against for CanHammer Team. So actually I'm playing Nick Nanavati's current ITC Iron Hands list that he played at Charity Hammer, because I think it'll still be pretty good in ETC, just because it's so hard hitting and so hard to kill, to give these challengers a real game. So here we go. His list basically is 2 battalions and a vanguard of pure Iron Hands. So in these various things, we have a relic Contemptor Dreadnought with it's going to have a Cyclone missile launcher, 1 twin las, and a Dreadnought Fist. Then there's a Chaplain Venerable Dreadnought with the twin las and the Fist, and he's going to have the Mantle of Rage, I think it is Mantra of Rage, and the Litany of Hate. Behind him is a unit of 3 Assault Centurions, the aggressors, just stock Assault Centurions. And then we've got 2 unit of 5-man intercessors and a unit of 5 scouts with 3 sniper rifles. We have Ironfather Farios. We have an apothecary. He is the warlord. He's going to be given the master or chief apothecary stratagem, which then gives him a warlord trait of Father of the Future. This is the aura of 5-up, Feel No Pain. Then we have a lieutenant. We have a smash captain who's paying for an extra relic. The what's the extra relic? The one that lets him pile and consolidate 6 inches, and he's just a normal smash captain. We have a librarian who's running Steel armor and reforge. We've got a unit of 4 grav cannon devs. There's going to be a drop pod. There is, of course, a Thunderfire cannon with its Tech Marine. Then we have a unit of 5, 5, and 10 intercessors. All my intercessors have stalkers, obviously. And then we have 2 units of suppressors, which will be these dudes here, because they're basically the same model. And that is the list. So it's pretty hard hitting. Sorry, I made a mistake. So the Smash Captain, in fact, has the extra Warlord trait, which lets him pile in, Student of History. And then I forgot the Lieutenant is taking the extra relic for the Ironstone. So in total I have extra Warlord trait, extra relic, and then I pay for the Chief Apothecary.
Basically a different type of pendant.
Alright, here we go. So this is Steve's old Sisters, basically. There's no new models in here yet, right?
No new models.
Yeah.
Rebasing a few, that's the goal at the moment, is just rebasing.
So it's actually kind of difficult for you because the book is legal, because it actually technically came out before Christmas, but none of the models came out. So
this weekend's the first one, so...
Yeah, so bad timing, but that's what it is. I guess it was delayed, actually, because all the other stuff has been delayed now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you bringing, Steve?
So I've got 3 exorcists.
Okay, these are the
big pipe guys.
Are you going to replace these with the new ones?
I don't want to paint the new ones, so who knows? All the new stuff looks so busy.
You basically have to be like Michelangelo and paint the stained glass.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 exorcists.
3 exorcists, just a simple rhino. I got a unit of 10 Seraphim over there.
Unit of 10 Seraphim. Okay.
Celestine, good old Celestine.
Celestine.
I think I got a priest. I got a new canoness in the making there.
Okay.
That's my warlord when she actually does get painted up.
Okay. So 2 canonesses and the priest.
Priest and the missionary.
And the missionaries, that little dude there.
Well,
the
opposite. The guy with the.
Oh, okay.
The missionary's the guy with the.
With the hat, with the mitre.
With the mighty hat. And
okay.
The other guy's the.
Okay, cool. What's this thing?
That's just a cherub. It goes over with this guy. These guys here.
Okay. Cool. Lots of cherubs.
Yeah.
Then you got these 3 dudes.
Yeah, they're mortifiers for the game until I think 2 weeks from now they actually do physically come out. So. Okay.
Mortifiers. Okay. They're a type of penitent engine, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a penitent engine. They're equipped with flails and the heavy bolters.
So instead of the saws.
Yeah, instead of the saws and the flamers.
Okay. Cool.
So magnifiers. This.
Imagifier and the Dialogus. Okay, cool.
Some
Arcoflags,
a unit of sisters, 15 strong. Some repentant chicks.
There's a couple of special weapons in here.
Yeah, there's just 2 meltas in there.
A couple of meltas, okay. And some just stock sisters.
And then basically set of 5, set of 5, set of 5.
Okay, and these guys are Repentia?
Repentia girls, yep.
Okay.
And then just set of 5, set of 5.
More sisters.
Yeah, 2 battalions.
Okay. Cool. So there's no psychic powers, obviously, but everything can deny.
Depending on what I get for my sacred rights, I'll be either +3 or maybe not.
Oh yeah, so you have to roll that, right?
Yeah, I gotta roll that.
Okay, why don't you roll it now? Let's see.
4 and a 6.
Which means?
4 and a 6 is divine guidance and light of the emperor.
Okay, or you could pick one, right?
Or you can just physically pick one.
So you decided to roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do those do?
When resolving an attack made by a ranged weapon by this model with the sacred rite on an unmodified wound roll of 6, the penetration of the weapon is now AP -1.
Oh.
So 6s make it -1.
Like an extra one.
No, just -1 AP.
Is an extra -1 AP.
Yeah, bolters don't have AP anyways, right? So it would just be a...
Oh, it becomes AP -1.
Yeah, it just becomes AP 1.
Oh no, so it gives it an extra penetration.
Yeah, so AP -1.
It's improved by 1.
Yeah.
No, so if it's -2 weapon, now it becomes -3.
Oh, right. Because it's the whole army, basically. Except for these guys and these guys. And,
yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay.
And it's only on shooting, I think.
Okay.
No, it's on any attack.
Okay, there you go.
And then when a morale test is taken by a unit with this sacred rite, you can reroll the dice.
Well, you probably want to do that because you want to try and get Destiny
ones.
dice. Or
get the...
Yeah.
Get
okay.
The ones.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Okay, any other rules we got to talk about?
I
don't know.
Think so at the moment.
We'll see.
That's all that comes out right at the moment.
All right, well, we'll come back with the mission. Okay, we are playing ETC Mission 4, which is right here. It's called Schemes and Pillars. So what this is search and destroy. So table quarters. So we rolled off, and I'm on this side, and Steve's going to be on the far table quarter over there. Okay. This involves objectives 1 and 3 in our own deployment zones, and 2 and 4 in no man's land quarters. Okay. And then 5 and 6 are placed. Oh, where did you put your 6, Steve?
Oh, it's got to be underneath here.
Oh yeah, just move that then. Okay, and then we player placed 5 and 6, which 6 is over there and 5 is over here. And so what's going to happen is at the end of every battle round, if you hold only counting objectives 1 to 4, you get a VP for holding more objectives than your opponent, 1 VP. And then you get 3 VP if you hold them all. And also, whoever killed more units in the battle round scores an extra VP. So at the most, you can score 4 VP then on the progressive scoring, if I understand that correctly. And probably you might just score like 1 at the least, or 0. And then at the end of the game, objectives 1 and 3 are worth 3 VP each, and 2 and 4 are worth 2 VP each, 5 or 6 are worth nothing. And Maelstrom-wise, a hand of 5 cards, 3 cards per turn, and that's it. So it's actually probably one of the simplest ETC missions. So we're just going to stick with that, and we're about to get deployed. So we rolled off, and Steve picked that zone. So I'm going to deploy everything first. Then Steve deploys everything, and then I get to choose if I'm going first or second, which is an interesting tactical twist. So we're going to get deployed up, and then we're going to come back and start the game. So one more thing I'll note is trying to set up a table that's going to be fairly similar to what we see at CanHammer Team. So there's a couple of big L runes in the middle, runes on every corner, a couple of craters, okay? And then what we are trying is this new, this would be a magic box in ITC, but ETC does not have magic box rules. So we have chosen to try out the chapter approved rules for this thing called a sealed frontiers structure, which is the GW rules for a magic box. Basically, it's a sealed structure. Nobody can go in and out. You can stand on the top if you have fly or if you're infantry swarm or, you know, the usual restrictions, but you don't get cover on the top. You basically get cover if you're with your whole unit's within 3 inches of it, and whoever's shooting you is closer to it than to you, and you are obscured. So basically, if you're shooting around the corner, you're going to get covered. That's in effect what it means. So we're going to try that out. So there's one of these on the table because at CanHammer Team we might have 10 of these approximately, so not very commonly. And that's it. So we'll come back with the deployment. All right, deployment is finished. I've deployed in a castle here behind this rune. So I've got my Thunderfire, got my Dreads back here, and all my dudes up here in the sense up front. Scouts in that rune. I've got a unit of intercessors back here, and I've got the suppressors off and the devs in the pod off. Steve is deployed with his Rhino and an Exorcist there. 2 Exorcists anchoring the back there. Some sisters just hanging around. This lady over here. And then Celestine, the Warlord Canoness, and Arcoflage is there. And then all the sisters clustered here, and these 3 Mortifiers over here. And then in Deep Strike he has the Seraphim and the Repentiar in the Rhino. Okay, so it befalls upon me to decide to let Steve go first or second, and I think I'm going to let you go first, actually, Steve. Because it seems like this is kind of like ITC where it's the end of battle round scoring, so it might be advantageous to go second. So I'm going to go second. Oh. Have a good game, Steve.
You too.
And we're going to come back at the beginning of battle round 1. Okay, so first turn for sisters. What cards did you draw there, Steve?
I got Big Game Hunter.
Okay.
Secure Objective 2.
Which is...
way over there.
There. Okay.
Supremacy.
Okay, those are the 3 you're putting in?
Yeah.
Okay, well you could get Supremacy.
No, I will do Secure Objective 3.
Secure Objective 3, which you're standing
and
on.
then, yeah, and then Supremacy I'll put down.
Well, no, you keep it in your hand.
Right.
Okay, now you draw another 4 cards. That's your hand for next turn.
Okay.
Okay? That's how it works.
Okay.
Okay, but so in play you have Secure 3, Secure 2, and Big Game Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back at the end of movement phase. Okay, movement phase for sisters. So these Arcoflagers coming up. And actually, I think they might charge my scouts, which I totally forgot about. Celestine's with them, and the sisters and the Warlord are behind. That Rhino advanced and made it onto that objective. That tank is shifted around. None of these things moved. These girls got onto here. And these things ran and around the building, and now they're here. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of turn 1 for sisters.
Shoot.
Okay, so Iron Hands. So 18 heavy bolter shots killed 1 intercessor, and then potentially 11 damage from the Exorcist on this guy did 0 damage. It's really stupid. But anyway, that's the way it is. And then these Arcoflages got in here and killed 4 out of 5 scouts, and 1 scout survives and has passed morale. And Celestine wanted to get in but failed to charge. And that's it. So, at the end of Steve's first turn, so Eternal War scored at the end of the round, and Maelstrom cards, what'd you score?
So I scored 3, and I scored 2.
So you secure objective 2 and secure objective 3. Yeah. Okay, so therefore Steve scores 2 points. And Big Game Hunter, you want to toss, or are you keeping it?
I'm going to toss it for now.
Okay, so you've got a clean slate.
Right. And it goes on the bottom or tossed?
It goes in a discard pile.
In a discard pile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because eventually the discard gets shuffled back in. Yeah, it's actually more bookkeeping.
Yeah.
So,
and these are done, and then we get 2 here.
okay, so the final... Okay, so that is basically 2-0 then for Steve, so no first strike. And so we'll come back in Iron Hands turn 1. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is movement phase. So nothing here moved. These intercessors are all shifted around like this. The Centurions have come out here with the smash cap. Let's put him back there just in case. And that guy fell back and up to there. And then I've dropped in my grav guys here with the drop out onto that objective, 9 away from these dudes. And these guys have come back around here. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of the turn. Oh, and cards wise, so I dropped down Blood and Guts, which is kill things in the combat phase. Hold the Line, which is I'm gonna get, and Big Game Hunter. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of my turn. Okay, end of Iron Hands turn 1. Okay, it was kind of gross. Okay, so that Rhino died. 4 out of the 7 guys died in the explosion, and then the rest died to Stalker Bolter Fire. The Flagellants actually mostly survived a bunch of shooting, but then the Centurions came out and killed them. Celestine has already died once due to Smash Captain, who then piled in and consolidated backwards back into the rune, and she got back up. She's full wounds, right?
Yeah, full wounds.
Okay, and the Centurions have lost 1.5 guys actually. These guys took a bunch of fire from las cannons, Stalker bolt rifles, and 4 grav cannons, and they died. We lost 3 sisters to this unit here, to Thunderfire fire. They just passed their morale. These guys, unit here is gone from Thunderfire. And this one unit here lost 4 guys from Bolter Fire, and there's 1 girl left there. And so, that's a lot happening. So in terms of Maelstrom, I score Blood and Guts. How many units did I kill in the fight phase? Just 1, 2. So that's just 1 point. Hold the Line, no enemy units within my deployment zone. So, oh, that can't be on my first turn. Oh, that was stupid. I shouldn't have played that then. And Big Game Hunter, so I killed, how many vehicles? Enemy unit with 10 or more. So that's 1 unit, right?
Yeah, that's 1 unit.
Okay, so I just killed 2 basically. So therefore, I just score...
10 or more?
Yeah, so I just got 1 point. So 2 Maelstrom for me. Okay, and then end of round. So I hold 1, 2 objectives. You hold 2 objectives, so we're tied. And I killed more than you did. So I get 1 point. So 1-0. So I'm up 3-2.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got first strike.
Yeah, you got first strike as well.
So I'm up 4-2 at the end of turn 1. Going on to Sister's turn 2. Okay.
There's 2 squads
Cool.
down the middle, so
Cool.
I don't actually have to move them.
All right, Sisters turn 2. What did you pull, Steve? You pulled Supremacy.
Supremacy.
Which you got already. Defense 6.
Defense 6.
Oh,
and
Defend 6. Oh, okay.
And then Overwhelming Firepower.
And Overwhelming Firepower, which is kill things and shooting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Celestine is being brave. She's come right up here. More people have joined this melee, and you haven't pulled back. Those 2 duders are still over there, I guess.
Yeah.
This unit has moved up onto 6. This unit shifted around here. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of this turn.
That's it, that's all.
Okay, so Sisters turn 2. So Celestine came here. So 3 guys killed here from the Exorcist shooting, and Celestine survived and got in and literally rolled 5 out of 6 ones and just did 1 wound on the Intercessor. She didn't take any damage back in return though. 3.5 Intercessors dead here from Exorcist shooting. And the drop pod and the grav team gone. And the Centurions interrupted and did only 3 damage to the Canoness, and then she ganked them both. So Assault Centurions are dead. And that's it. So not too bad. So Steve scores 3 points for Maelstrom, so he scores Supremacy, and he scored shooting, Overwhelming Firepower, killed 2 units, so only 1 point. And then he has Defense 6, which he has to survive this turn over there.
Right.
So it's 5-4 right now, going on to turn 2 for Iron Hands. Okay, so we have movement. So cards I pulled. I dropped Scour the Skies, so I had to kill Celestine. Overwhelming Firepower, and Hold the Line. So I've just shifted my castle up here. These two guys who were in combat fell back and on that objective, and then everything else is just kind of shifted around. And oh, I need to drop in my those two dudes. I'll do that in a second. And then that's about it. So we'll come back at the end of this turn 2 for Iron Hands. There. Okay, so at the end of my turn, I have managed to hold the line. Oh, sorry. So I got rid of Celestine. Finally, in the combat phase, Fariels did it. I managed to kill those two characters there. I killed the Exorcist back there. The Smash Captain came in here and killed the Canoness, but then she spent a stratagem to get back up with 3 wounds and spent 3 miracle dice for that, which was pretty cool. And then he consolidated rudely back into this rune. It's kind of like Eldar shenanigans. I killed this whole unit here from Stalker Bolter shooting and morale. And I killed 2 of these guys, but they survived, so they defend 6. And my suppressors came in and shot and did nothing to anything. And that's it. So at the end of my turn, I scored Hold the Line. I killed 3 things in shooting, and I killed a fly, which was Celestine. So I got 4 points there, and I got the 1 for killing more units, and neither of us hold more than the other. So it is currently 9-7. It's not a very high-scoring mission, this one. 9-7 for Iron Hands, going on to turn 3 for Sisters. Okay, Sisters turn 3. I got Hold the Line, Defend Objective 4, which is this one, and Secure 4. So this guy used a miracle dice to move 12 inches basically and has gotten on here. These ladies moved off. Everyone else is clustering around, and this group of mobsters just moved up this way. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of Sisters turn 3. Okay, Sisters turn 3. Not too much happened. The Canoness did come in to challenge the Smash Captain, and the Smash Captain ganked her and then consolidated out the building. Unfortunately, some shooting onto these guys did nothing. And then all these bolters and both exorcists only killed 2 of these suppressors, so they're still alive, which is unfortunate. Okay, so at the end of Steve's turn, he only scores 2 points, Hold the Line, and this person securing 4. So we'll come back at the in Iron Hands turn 3. All right, Iron Hands turn 3. I got Secure Objective 4, which is this one. Supremacy and no prisoners. So I moved these 2 suppressor squads onto this objective here. Everybody, the castles just kind of moved up. Those guys made a beeline, but only rolled 1 on their advance. And the Smashy, of course, is over there, and everything else just kind of moved up. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of turn 3.
After that, that's the fact that I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're the one who put it behind the rune.
Well, I didn't like even here. I like the way you had it all set up at the start. It wouldn't matter where I put.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten until you came out, right?
Yeah.
And then that gives you free shots at whatever I put out, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
of course I can move with no penalty.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have been better off to stay back and hide myself.
So turn 4 summary basically. So I killed most of those things over here. I killed the sister squad there. I killed the sister squad here. I killed the dude who was standing here. That is probably on last bracket, that exorcist there.
Yeah, it'd be 8 on 5s.
And so basically we called it here because I scored 8 points that turn, and so it's 17-9. And with only what Steve has left, he can't really score Maelstrom, and he's going to keep giving up 2 points on the Eternal War. So it's going to be over, and there would be 3 more turns, so I would probably get enough to get a differential, especially with kill points in there as well.
Yes, yeah. Well, yeah, when you're looking at this 2,
and me
6,
scoring Maelstrom
yeah,
cards.
the 6, 8. You'll get another 12 minimal.
Just on primary.
Just on primary.
And then I'd score 6 at the end.
Yeah.
Probably 8, at least 8 at the end.
By that time you'll be able to.
So it would be a 20-0 if we played it out. Yeah. All right, good game, Steve. So, apart from the grossness of Iron Hands, what did you think of your sisters now? You've played, what, 5 games now?
This would be my 4th.
Fourth
but
game.
Even still, the -3 basically.
Well, it's just gross.
It basically makes me.
Guess how much those guns cost?
0.
0 points, yeah. They're my basic troop weapon, yeah.
Yeah, the fact that I wasn't able to, I can't save against that, and that doesn't.
Nobody can save against that.
Yeah, and my whole army is based on the fact that you're only going to be able to shoot 1s and 2s at me, and -3 just makes I just take them off the board at that point, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't save it.
Other than against, well, no, I think, so all Marines are still an extra minus. So keep that in mind in Devastator. and most Marines want to stay in Devastator.
Yeah.
So it's just you're not. They would suffer the penalty to move and not reroll ones on heavies. But Imperial Fist would also be strength 4 -3 2 damage, and if it's a vehicle, it'd be 3 damage. So all Marines are like that, unfortunately. There's no reason to take the normal gun anymore. You take the Stalker because at least the first turn you're gonna be -3, right?
Right.
It's pretty gross. And if you have a Chapter Master, -1 to hit, no big deal. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, I don't think I could, like, even holding back, I don't think I would have been in very good shape as well. Because once you come out and start shooting me with -3, I don't have anything to protect myself. And then no line of sight, and then like some really terrible rolls.
Yeah, actually I forgot to shoot my Thunderfire this turn. Yeah, I probably killed those two.
I didn't even bring in my Seraphim.
Oh yeah, you forgot your Seraphim.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you had you were gonna shoot them down on 5s anyways, right?
5s or 4s, yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking, where's the best play? And anywhere close to that, you know, I was hoping they'd try to get in the back on turn 3.
Yeah.
But
so this is how Nick's army works basically. So this blob is hitting on 3s, no penalties, with rerolls to 1s and 1s on wounds. It is basically one of the big units hits on 2s. Everything is 5 up invuln. Everything is 5 up feel no pain. Dreadnoughts, one is a character you can't shoot, the other is half damage and -1 damage, so you're not going to kill it. Like, I took 11 damage down to 0 damage. And then...
I knew I was in trouble when.
Yeah, and then you drop in 4 grav cannons, which kills a knight on average in 1 round of shooting with the stratagem. Then you drop down 6 suppressors, which actually should kill more, but, you know, I shot at T8, which wasn't a good target. But, you know, like, it's just a gross army.
That is pretty sick.
It's like it's just too many things going. Like
they made Marines. They made Marines to the point where they are really OP.
Yeah, and I didn't need to throw those Centurions away. Like, you wouldn't kill those guys. 1-up save. They just hide in the ruin, and if you come close, they whack you. Right?
Yeah.
You can't even charge me. I'm overwatching on 5s, maybe 4s, -3, 2 damage, and then I've got these 2 dreadnoughts who each have 5 attacks each. Strength 12, -3, 3 damage.
Yeah.
Like hitting on 2s.
I used the mortifiers that I had. I needed something more than a 2 because that put me too far away from you. Because they have a stratagem where I can move, run, charge.
Oh, okay.
But I was too far. When I measured it, I was too far away, and I didn't have the dice.
I totally didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't have the dice to get to you, and it was like. Now they're stuck in no man's land.
Yeah.
Now they're just going to get blown away.
Yeah.
And the same thing here, right? With the
Well, I knew that Rhino was toast.
Yeah, but I put it there thinking that I was.
But then you lost 4 guys.
Yeah, and then I rolled and I lost 4 guys on top of that. So that didn't help matters either, right?
Oh, and then on top of that, then I have something that can shoot anything on the board without having to see. 43 shots, makes you move at half, charge at half, advance at half.
That's what I was thinking about dropping the Seraphim down in front of it. It would have been a couple extra shots, but I don't think, and I can only go into the corner to even be able to see them.
Yeah,
right?
so then the Thunderfire is gross, and then my Smash Captain, which is still really good, can just move 6 inches wherever the hell it wants in and out of combat.
Yeah,
it's really stupid.
I had the shot. I had the shot where I was gonna hit him on 6, win him on 6, and hope for something big to get rid of him. Yeah. But
it's pretty gross.
I don't think I used my CP correctly either. I seem to have gone through them really quickly on just adding 1 or 2 for the...
You did that like 3 times.
A couple times. So I don't think I probably should have done that. I should have just held off and said, you know what, screw it. I lost. I didn't hit. Go on to the next thing. And save those CP till the end of the game. Because I could have given myself... After there's a stratagem that you... When your character dies, you can bring back and get 3 CP back.
Okay.
Right? Or D3 or something like that.
Wow, okay.
But that's a bonus on that too, right? But if you don't have any CP left, you obviously can't do it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that sounds pretty tasty. Okay, well.
Overall,
thank you very much.
I still love the army, like I said.
Well, dude, you've been committed for many years, man.
Yeah.
For decades.
Yeah, and now that every unit is good, I think that like every unit has a stratagem that makes them viable.
You just got to find the right combination.
You just have to find the right combination. I have like every game I've played something radically different.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
that's cool. Okay, well, good luck at CanHammer Team, Steve.
Yeah.
Don't match up against the Iron Hands. But
I'm usually the sacrificial lamb in our team, so I usually
blame Will.
Yeah, Will has to win, and I basically go, I'll take whatever nobody else wants to fight and get my ass kicked.
So, thanks for coming over, Steve, and thank you for watching, guys. And do consider subscribing and following us here on Twitch and on YouTube. And thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.